Hello everyone, this is our 2014 Maserati Quattroporte GTS with 52,647 miles. Beautiful blue color. This is really such an underrated, amazing car. The way it sounds, the way it looks. This car is pretty incredible. Going over the exterior cosmetic condition, looking at the front here, not seeing very many rock chips whatsoever. The front appears to be in really good condition. There is one imperfection here, small dent and a really minor scuff. Not very easily visible. Looks like it's been paint matched. Not a big deal. Really small scratch right here in the hood. Again, not very visible either. This car is in incredibly good shape. Front end looks awesome. Front driver's side fender looks really nice, no issues. Front driver's side wheel. I'm seeing a few subtle rock chips in the wheel, but nothing, substantial or noticeable. Front driver's side mirror, no flaws, looks good. Front driver's side door, no flaws. Rear driver's side door, no issues. Driver's side rear wheel, no flaws there. Wheel looks great. Driver's side rear quarter panel, excellent condition. Moving around to the back, looking at the back bumper. Do apologize for my shadow. The rear trunk lid looks great. The back bumper, kind of having a hard time telling. This might have a scratch, potentially. It does look like one. Almost in the outline of like where a piece of PPF used to be for the trunk guard there. There might be a mark or two just right here. But regardless, they're incredibly superficial and I'm having a hard time even making out what it is I'm looking at. So I don't think it would be anything really worth dwelling on. We have a couple scratches here. There's a few kind of sequential scratches. We've got some longer ones here towards the center on top of the deck lid here. A few more in the center. So the top is kind of has a few intermittent scratches on the top, but they're not deep, they're not very noticeable. You can kind of only really catch it when they're just right in the sun. So we do have a small scratch there. And this blue is just absolutely incredible to look at as the sun hits it. It becomes really bright and vibrant, lots of metallic flake. Has a lot of personality. Rear passenger wheel. A little bit of damage there. It's a tiny mark. But otherwise looks good. It's just one blemish on one of the spokes. Not the end of the world. Rear passenger door looks good. Oh, we do have, looks like a small door ding there. Front passenger door has a couple scratches just left of the door handle. But otherwise is in good shape. Passenger mirror does have a few marks. However, those marks are under the PPF. So I'd imagine you could probably just replace that strip of paint protection film and the mirror will look good as new. Front passenger fender looks excellent. And the front passenger wheel looks great just as well. So I'll go ahead and walk around the vehicle from a 1 foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the vehicle. Here at Exotic Motorsports, we like to do these comprehensive walk-around videos to give our out-of-state buyers the confidence and peace of mind they need to purchase a vehicle from us sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a vehicle from a 1 foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis and helps to separate the larger, more obvious flaws from the smaller, less significant ones, helping to give you a more accurate representation of the overall condition of the vehicle. Hopefully I've done that with this Quattroporte. I think it looks really clean. The blue is outstanding. It's optioned really well. The driving experience is very enjoyable, especially for a sedan. I know most cars, performance-oriented ones, typically anyways, are more of the two-door variant. So to have that in a sedan offering is definitely a blessing, especially from Maserati. So looking at the interior here, we do have really nice kind of off-white leather paired with blue and sort of a not quite a dark wood grain insert, but sort of like a middle of the road. It looks really good. Bowers and Wilkins premium audio, kind of difficult to say. Auto dimming heated power folding side view mirrors, power locks. Heated and cooled power adjustable memory seats with perforated leather. Looks really good. Blue leather steering wheel. Twilight sensing headlights. Push button start. Fires right up. No warning lights on the dash. Everything is happy. I'm just there to show you that the TPMS all works. No wear on the steering wheel. Steering wheel looks fantastic. All of the buttons and everything on the interior still have their integrity. Everything looks good. None of the buttons or markings have been worn off. Do have navigation and Bluetooth, along with a few driving assistance features. We do have paddle shifters for the 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm really excited to show you guys the engine bay because this has a very interesting drivetrain that I am a big fan of. So there's the shifter. We've got some of the driving adjustments here, like traction control and manual mode, ICE and sport mode, and then we have adjustable suspension dampening as well. We've got our USB and auxiliary ports in there, as well as 2 very tiny cup holders. I bought a normal Gatorade earlier and it does not fit in there. Not the big Gatorade, but the normal ones. It doesn't fit. So very small Italian cup holders. Keep that in mind. Analog clock there in the center. Auto dimming rearview mirror. Single pane sunroof. But there in the mirror, if you look, well, actually, how about I just flip the camera around? We do have a rear power sunshade, which is cool. Definitely comes in handy for those really sunny days when you're driving home and the sun's blasting you in the face. Excuse me. Interior is in great condition. The front passenger seat does not have any wear, neither does the driver's seat. I'll show you that when I get up. Door panel looks awesome. All the wood grain trim looks really good. All of the clear coat sealer, whatever they use, doesn't have any defects or cracks or anything in it. I know Mercedes is notorious for having their wood trim pieces crack, but not in this Maserati. Not here. And looking at the driver's seat, just ever so slightly, like the very lightest wear in the bolster, but really nothing to be concerned about. In my opinion, definitely not enough to even think about. So, understanding that the front seat is adjusted to my preference, hopping in the back here, I have all the room I could genuinely ever ask for. It is so outrageously comfortable and spacious in the back. I'm almost in disbelief. I'm not saying that to sell you guys a car, I mean that objectively. It's just super comfy in the back here. I love this. I could spend hours in this car and not have a single complaint. I also have dual zone rear climate control, so it's a 4-zone climate control altogether, and it has rear heated seats along with sunshades for the back windows as well. Incredible. I mean, I'm assuming that's climate control for the rear as well, rear vents on the sides and on the bottom. So that is amazing. I love the way Maserati designed the rear interior section of that car. That is outrageously comfortable. It feels like sitting in the front of a car, honestly, just the way that you sit in there. It doesn't feel like a bench seat. So definitely good job, Maserati. You killed the backseat game. Taking a look under the hood here. In my opinion, this is where a large chunk of the magic happens, at least for the driving experience. I was pleasantly surprised to find this, not knowing a whole lot about Maseratis, but it comes with a twin turbo 3.8 liter V8. That is really cool. You pair that with an 8-speed automatic ZF transmission and you're bound to have a good time. This thing has a wicked amount of torque, like a lot. It's super fun. It pulls really hard. And the sounds that this engine makes, oh Lord, I couldn't imagine what it would sound like with an exhaust, but even stock, it sounds so good. It has the angriest low V8 growl that you can imagine coming out of Italy. Engine bay is super clean. It's been very well looked after. Idle's really smooth, really quiet. Car sounds super healthy. It runs and drives awesome. No issues, no complaints. This is such an understated, just enjoyable, fun sedan. It's great to sit in. It's great to drive. Super comfortable. Makes a ton of torque. It's just all around a good time. For if you're a driver, passenger, doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're involved with this car, you're gonna have a good time. So that is our 2014 Maserati Quattroporte GTS. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out this car on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.